Hi, and welcome to EDF 103. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of introduce students to the course and walk you through the way things are going to be scored and the various activities that are involved. EDF 103 is a 1 credit hour pass-fail course, but the way your grade would actually come out would be either an S for satisfactory or a U for unsatisfactory. And to be successful in 103, we don't have a lot of activities. They're not terribly difficult, but you have to do all of them. You cannot miss a single activity and still pass the course. So it's important that students know that from the outset. So how do you pass EDF 103? Well, here's how. EDF 103 is taught in tandem with CED 100. So at just to begin with, you have to successfully complete all of the activities in CED 100, plus all of the activities in EDF 103 in order to pass the course. The activities in 103 are as follows. In Module 1, there's an assignment to write a letter to my favorite teacher. And what we're interested in here are for our teacher education candidates, for you, to think about who your favorite teacher was and why were they your favorite teacher. By doing so, we start to think about the different aspects of teaching that we might want to emulate, or we might think about teachers that we've known that we would like to not be like. Sometimes it's as important to understand that as it is what are the positive aspects of teachers. So we ask you to focus on the positive in this one and think about who your favorite teacher was. Completely your choice, can be from any level. Could be in school. You might have a favorite teacher who taught you how to swing a baseball bat. So it might be from outside of school. But give some thought to who your favorite teacher was, and then write a 500-word reflection, and you'll get a full description of that assignment in the first module. We also have a video and a discussion board for you to watch and participate in on whether or not you were meant to be a teacher. And this is a little bit of information that I pulled together where you can score yourself and see how many different ways your things that are true about you might match what we think are generally true about people who have long, successful, satisfying careers in teaching. So this is a good time to explore that. Then for the balance of the course, we're going to do a series of clinical tasks, and you'll notice they're not numbered in perfect order. We begin with task 2, then 3, then 4, then we do 1 and 5 together, and in module 7 we do clinical task 6. And let me show you how that interacts with CED 100. Now there is a separate Blackboard website for CED 100, so make sure you locate both 103 and CED 100 because they're going to work together. Unlike EDF 103, CED 100 will students will get a letter grade for that course, and you must have a grade of B or better in order to proceed to CED 200 and pass EDF 103. So it's vitally important that you are successful on all of these clinical tasks. First of all, in our introductory module, you'll be asked to set up an account with the standards board called EPSB, and it's a KFETS account. It's a place where you will log in the hours of clinical work that you do in the teacher education program. So you have to set up that account initially, and the folks in Frankfurt at EPSB will begin tracking your progress from this point on. Also in the introductory module, you'll be expected to purchase and set up a TaskStream electronic portfolio, and there are complete instructions in the module. It's going to cost you something in the order of $42 a year, but if you get a longer subscription, you can knock that price down by a few dollars, but that's generally the commitment. And you will use TaskStream every year that you're in the professional educator program. In Module 1, we take a look at confidentiality. There's a PowerPoint that will provide you with some training, And then there's a basic 10-question quiz that we require students to pass with 100%. So you have to get all the questions correct, but you may retake that test as many times as is necessary. We do the same thing with ethics in Module 2. We give you some ethics training and a quiz will follow that. In Module 3, we talk about professional dispositions. What are those dispositions and attitudes that are essential for teachers in Kentucky today? And then in Module 4, we take a look at the Kentucky Teacher Standards. These are the standards by which teachers are evaluated in the field. So it's important as you're beginning your preparation program that you understand what those standards are and what a principal will be looking for when they come in to observe your classroom. Module 5, you will notice, spans about a month's period of time. And during that time, on a scheduled basis, you will go to a school and complete 4 clinical walkthroughs. These are activities where you are given specific things to look for in a school, and then you will reflect on what it is that you've learned. So in Module 5, over that month-long time period, you will be completing 4 such walkthroughs. In Module 6, you are very simply asked to identify the 4 domains of TPGES, which is the professional growth and evaluation system that is used for teachers in the state of Kentucky. Then in Module 7, you'll complete a school contextual analysis. Now, the nice part about this is you will actually do the activities that complete the school contextual analysis during EDF 103. And I'll show you how those work together in just a moment. And then finally, in Module 8, you're asked to attend a professional educator panel. Now, I don't know where this will occur during the class. This is something that our college will arrange for, and they will inform us of the date. So when that educator panel occurs, you will be expected to either attend, or we will film that panel and you'll be expected to view a video of it and then respond to that. Now, I had mentioned that EDF 103 and CED 100 work together, and this is how. When you do the 6 clinical tasks in EDF 103, each of them will feed directly into the school contextual analysis, which is the program or that final big task that you're required to do in CED 100. So I'm only showing you one example here because it's one of the first ones that goes in. But when you complete task 3 in EDF 103, you're going to find that there's a place for it in the school contextual analysis. So you'll complete the work in 103, you'll post that work in 103, and then you'll copy that over into CED 100 into your school contextual analysis. So when you finish all 6 tasks in 103, your project is done for CED 100. That'll make it very convenient, little bite-sized chunks for candidates to finish that work. Don't forget, you're going to want to review the core syllabus for EDF 103, and you'll find that inside Blackboard. Now, a little note about written reflections. We're only requiring one of you, one from students in this course. It's a 500-word reflection. That's a target number. We don't expect students to hit 500 words exactly, but neither do we expect you to not give this topic the kind of thought that we think it deserves. So any papers submitted under 450 words will not receive credit, and we will return those to you for correction. Also, as always in a college course, quality writing matters. It's very important that we have effective written communication skills as teachers. That's almost as important as being effective communicators orally. So we do expect students to be able to produce quality writing that would be expected at the college level. If we do find a student whose writing skills appear to be insufficient, you'll be directed to the Noel studio in the library to get some extra assistance. We use a very simple rubric for scoring our written work in EDF 103 and CED 100. Again, it's sort of a reflection of the idea that you'll be using standard English, appropriate grammar and mechanics. This is not text message kind of language. We want full sentences, paragraphs, and the kind of thing that you would expect to produce if you were writing a letter for business or a letter to your principal or a letter to parents. And then finally, our expectations for the course are that you're able to manage college level responsibilities. These work skills are critically important for teachers, and they are in fact the thing that I have found that separates students who are successful in 103 and EDF 203, which will come next, from those students that do not succeed. Successful students are capable of managing their work. They have a way to organize their time commitments so that they always are doing what they need to do in a timely fashion, and they do high quality work. As I say, if you can't manage your own work, you can't manage a class full of students. And in our program, we're looking for future teachers. My goals in working with the class this year will be to challenge you to take a look at schooling from a different point of view. You've been students all your life, and now we're asking you to look at school from the point of view of the teacher. We'll try to provide a very broad overview of some of the key elements that today's professional educators have to deal with. We're going to provide an opportunity for you to observe teachers in actions, and you're going to take a look at them at all levels. You will see early childhood classes, you'll see upper elementary classes, you'll see middle grades classes, and high school classes. And we want you to have some sort of a sense about how you might fit or not fit in those various levels. And we want to be able to answer questions that you may have about what it's like to be a teacher today. Ultimately, our goal is to try to help you decide if teaching is for you. We certainly do need a lot of good teachers in Kentucky and throughout the United States, but we don't need all of you. What we need are those people whose skills and passions are well suited for the classroom, those knowledgeable people who have good content knowledge and are able to relay that to their students. And we need people who have professional dispositions and excellent work skills. That's what we're looking for. That's what we hope to begin to develop in the educator preparation program at Eastern, and this is the first step. I look forward to working with you all this semester. If I can be of any help, make sure you get in touch with me, and we'll work through whatever issues we may have.